morning, everybody, and welcome to Friday the 13th. It may be May 17th, it may be OPEX Friday, but it is Friday the 13th, and we will get to why it is. So, welcome aboard, all of those who have the vision and foresight to see out into the future, and to all the FOMO fucktards that want to microwave $75 and turn it into $1 million in a week. Welcome to everybody. We are an open door policy, even to those that are too fucking stupid to understand that you can't be right every single fucking day when the market is open, 252 of them. Today is Eurozone CPI doesn't make a difference, 5 o'clock in the morning, which already passed 10 minutes ago. Later today, after the market opens, we have the U.S. leading index change, which means absolutely nothing. 10:15, we have Fed's cash carry, who is the biggest hawk, means absolutely nothing. Fed's Waller means nothing. 12 o'clock, Fed's daily means nothing. And the U.S. Baker Hughes oil rig count, which is the only fucking data the oil actually gets right, is counting the rigs, because they can't figure out how many fucking barrels are going to be used over the course of a fucking week ever. So here we go. Yesterday, we had our, start you out here, SPX, amazing 29.30 range with a 2-point gap up and closed red, an official red close, not this little 0.03 that we had on May 8th, not this little minus 1.26 on Monday, an actual red close, closing down 11 points. And again, not saying shit, but because I know that there are enough fucking veins that need to be injected. 12 o'clock, I put out there, the 5,300 puts are pretty dormant at 130, and here we were, 130. You dipped even lower. Ha ha, you were wrong. And they spiked up to $5 when you started to get your dip. You dip down again lower into 515, down at 35, 35, 38, 34, 36, 37, and even 40 cents for the pop up to 250 to close at 280. And here we are going into OPEX Friday, and having accomplished a range so far this month off of the May 2 lows of 314 points and 44 on the decimal side. So again, FOMO fucktards, do all you want. Couldn't give two shits about you. Looking on to your OPEX Fridays, looking at April, OPEX Friday down 0.88%, minus 2% day over there on the NASDAQ. Come over here onto March, OPEX Friday, almost fractionally closing almost 1% down on the NASDAQ, having reached minus 1% on the NASDAQ. S&P closed down 0.65%. Go back on to February 16th. Boom, 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 having come right back to the open after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the morning for me, down 0.82% on the close on the NASDAQ, down 0.48% on the S&P after having been green on the day going into 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Over here on January 19th, different story. January 19th was the OPEX Friday, which also was when the S&P broke above the January of 2022 all-time highs. Right here on January 19th was the day that it took place. As you see here, Dow Jones up 1%, NASDAQ up 1.7%, S&P up 1.25%, Russell almost up 1%. And you have a 314.44 range and four green weeks in a row, with today being 13 trading sessions since you have had a minus 1% day on the S&P. Not that significant. 5244. 5244 happens to be right around where your gap bottom is, 5246 over there from PPI. Come over here onto the QQQ, and that is where you get significant, because on the QQQ, yes, you do have 4 green weeks in a row, and you now have your 13th trading session without a minus 1% decline. Minus 1% today being 447.46. Don't be a fucking moron if you try and trade that today, buying the 448 or 447 puts. You play it with the 450 or the 452 puts if you do decide that you are going to be involved to try and catch the 13th day, Friday the 13th, for that minus 1% visit. And we'll get to that in a minute. IWM, nothing, fucking nothing. 1.42 point range, nothing, nothing, nothing. IWM, we still have not seen a break below 207 since the PPI CPI gap up over there at 206.86. The 206.86 gap is unfilled. 207 will fulfill that. We have not seen 207 yet. That is the only thing that you have on your radar if you're playing IWM short term with a microwave and a couple of dollars, trying to turn it into a Bitcoin. So I bring you onto the charts. Charts on the SPX. SPX week to date. Absolutely nothing. Tuesday, start moving up because the report has been leaked. Boom. There you go on Wednesday with your big old CPI. We're going to the fucking moon. Bam. Right up here into 53.0608 into the close. Yesterday, you're absolutely nothing burger, and then you're just fade all day long to the downside, closing below 5,300. For those that do give a shit about FOMO Friday, Friday the 13th, OPEX Friday, 5286 remains the line of interest. It is pretty fucking clear here how this Fibonacci was very well programmed into the algorithm that we're trading with. Minus 1% from the all-time high would be down here at 52.72. Again, not embarking on that CPI gap that has not been filled. The 23.6 retrace down to your 50.1105 May lows inside of the gap down at 52.51. Your 23.6 retracement down to where this wave began in mid-April, down at 49.53.56, right here at 52.37.71. So boom, 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 boom. These are your lines of interest if you are zooming in to play the short term. Over on the IWM, again, 207.21, untouched, unfazed, unvisited, whatever the fuck you want to put in there. It's fucking Friday. The VIX. Crush the VIX Fridays have been a long time tradition for months. Come in here on a Friday and the VIX gets crushed. Kind of hard to crush the VIX down below 1255. Only my opinion, I've only been doing this every day for the last 9 years. My opinion, really hard that you're going to crush the VIX down below 1255 on a Friday. That's just my opinion. Come over here onto your QQQ, and again, with a now 10.08% bounce off of that April low, right to that 454.52. The fade yesterday just couldn't get it done. And then you finished off here fractionally overnight where you are basically going absolutely nowhere. And futures on the NASDAQ are down 8 points. Futures on the ES are down 2.5 points. Minus 1% from the current all-time high, 454.69 that you just saw yesterday, 450.14. Minus 1% day, right over there, 447.46. So it's Friday the 13th. The one and most important thing that you need to remember is that you had the privilege of being able to wake up this morning. Don't fucking waste your day. Make sure the people that are important to you in your life, that you make it a fucking effort. Reach out, give them a hug, tell them how important they are, get on the phone, call those people that you know that you've been too fucking lazy to do, and let them know everything that you want to, because I'll tell you right now, you don't want those regrets. Trust me.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy.
I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need.
I love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. I will be strong, I will be faithful, cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning. I wanna stand with you on a mountain, I wanna bathe with you in the sea, I wanna lay like this forever, until the sky falls down on me. And when the stars are shining brightly in the velvet sky, I'll make a wish, send it to heaven, then make you wanna cry. The tears of joy for all the pleasure and the certainty.